All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle, and that was a great millstone. Peace, safety, and blessings to you, brothers, throughout the four winds, pushing this truth and sincerity. All right. You see, I got this video labeled Fugitive. Okay, we're going to go into what a fugitive is and who these characteristics fall upon today, okay, as a nation of people. All right. The definition of fugitive: a person who is fleeing from persecution, intolerable circumstances, prosecutions. So Salakia, a person fleeing from prosecution, intolerable circumstances, a runaway. So a runaway, that's what we're looking at. We're looking for somebody who is a runaway. Okay, having taken flight or run away, a fugitive slave. Okay, so we see it's gonna be somebody who's on the run. All right, a fugitive is somebody that's on the run. Now, this is Genesis 4:14. It says, behold, this is speaking on Cain and Abel. Okay. No, this is speaking on Cain. But it was from that story. Okay, it says, behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. Now, we see one thing right here. Thou hast driven me. That means he's fleeing. Okay, he's running. All right. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Okay. So we're looking for someone that's fleeing. All right. This is the fugitive in the blue letter. It says to quiver, totter, shake, reel, stagger, wander, move. So we got a wanderer. This person is always on the run. Okay. A vagabond, to be tossed about or around. All right. To cause to wander. We know Cain was a fugitive. He was going to be, that's what he was going to do. He was like, anybody that catches me and sees me in this condition, they going to kill me. So now he becomes a wanderer. Okay? Because he was running from prosecution. He was running from prosecution. Okay? Being judged for the way that he looked. He didn't want to be prosecuted, because if that was found in your skin, you're a leper. You were basically put away because you were unclean. All right. No one was to be around you. All right. So here's a few. Okay. Here's I must have forgot that I put it in here. Fugitive is a person who is fleeing from prosecution, intolerable circumstances. Okay, we got that. Okay, this is Genesis 7:40. It says, and by the sword, thy sword shalt thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, and thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Now this is speaking on Esau. Okay. It says, this is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay. Where and who is this person? Okay, because we seen that Cain's curse, he would be a fugitive, and he would be a vagabond. So we know this guy came out red and hairy all over. He looked different from everyone else. Okay? Now we're fast forwarding. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay? If the white man is not Esau, who is? If the so-called Caucasian race or Esau, if that's not Esau, then who is? Because it's telling you this wicked person, what would he do? He would cover the faces of the judges. If he covered the faces of everyone in the scriptures, the person that's doing this would be the person on who is speaking of. If Esau wasn't the wicked, and the person someone says, if they say it's Ishmael, wouldn't the one the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ be an Ishmaelite? Because they were empowered to put this image up of him. Okay? This is Proverbs. It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. Okay? Transgression, it increaseth. Wickedness increaseth when the wicked are ruling. Who pushes laws for homosexuality? It's not Ishmael. It's not no other race of people. Okay? Who has raped, robbed, and murdered and committed genocide and lied and broke treaties and done all these wicked things? What race of people have done that? We know that this vagabond and this fugitive, we know that it will become a time where he will rule. Okay? Now that he's ruling, he has dominion over things. They say the best trick that the devil performed is having everybody think that he didn't exist. And that's Edom. Okay? No one thinks that the white man, the so-called white man, is the wicked. Everybody knows because it's being revealed. The son of perdition is being revealed and being brought forth on who it really is. But you still have the majority of people that think otherwise. Okay? But this guy, he was cursed. But once he was cursed, it was become a time to where he would have a time to be on top. This fugitive, he would be on top. Okay? Now we're gonna jump to the Maccabees because it says when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. Now we're gonna go to the Grecians. It's First Maccabees 1. It says, and it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and the Medes. Okay? That he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. Okay? Now, the Medo-Persians, that would be Elam. Okay? So, who took them down? The Greeks, which were Edom, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, and so much that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. Now they're getting power. Okay? Now they're getting power. Didn't the scripture say that Esau will rule by the sword? Wasn't that his blessing? Okay? It said that he was lifted up. Now people starting to fear him. Keep in mind, these are the Grecians. And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings and became tributaries unto him. Who became tributaries unto him. So now he's ruling everybody. Everybody's fearing this person. And after these things, he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule, every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth. When this wicked race of people, when they started ruling, iniquity and wickedness was multiplied. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus, the king who had been an hostage in Rome. And he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. So when the Greeks is ruling, all we have is constant wickedness. It's just growing and growing and growing. But we've seen that when this wicked race of people got into rulership, that the wickedness and the evil would increase. Okay? In those days, went there out of Israel wicked men. Now, what they're doing is that wickedness is spreading like a cancer. Okay? Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are around about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Okay? So they basically put, like what we would call today, their trust in Egypt. Okay? Kind of like the Egyptians, when we're in captivity under the Egyptians. When we broke away, when Yahweh used Moses and broke away, you had Israelites that wanted to go back into in bondage, just like today. It's people, if we broke away from this place today and moved around, it'll be Israelites that will want to come back to this place because they think that their rest is here. Okay? So we have this fugitive. He's moving around. Now we see him ruling. Okay, it's fell under the Grecians. Okay, this is 1 Maccabees 3:48. It says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Only someone that's in rulership will be able to do these things. That's why I went back to Job 9:24. Only this fugitive, okay, only this fugitive will be able to come back and be in rulership. Someone in power will be able to take these scriptures and put their images in there. They're culture vultures, okay? All they do is steal, rob, and kill. That's all Edom has done since he's been in the power seat. Okay? That's all he's done. Set up wicked laws, unrighteous decrees, lies on top of lies. Okay? But it tells you right here, the heathen would open up the scriptures and paint their likeness to the rulers and the judges of the scriptures. No other nation has done that. Because what nation are they portraying everyone in movies? What nation of people? It's always Edom, the so-called white race. All right? Plain and simple. This is John 10 and 10. It says, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly. Okay? But that's the thief. That's that fugitive. That fugitive, you know what he's going to do? He's on the run for something. But now he kind of settled in, or he didn't kind of settle in. He settled in when he got that power seat. Now what he could do is trick everyone to believing that I'm not that fugitive. I'm not that fugitive. You may say I'm that fugitive, but I'm in power. So what I say goes. And that's why everyone on this planet, for the most part, the majority of people starting to wake up now. But before this time, no one really knew who this fugitive was. But now he's being called out through Yahweh Shem Yahshai, through the men of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Okay? He's being put on blast for his lies, because that's all he does. But he's in the power seat. Okay? So the standards that he set, the world has to follow those standards. If he says that, I'm going to just use King James. If he said it was a white man, everybody's going to believe that because he's in the power seat. Okay? And this is a picture of the original King James. All right? You can show people this picture, but they still going to say King James was a white man. He was a homosexual. Then on top of that, white men wrote the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in the power seat. That fugitive that was Cain, reincarnated as Esau, came back through the Grecians, the Romans. Okay? And even today, it was said that they were going to rule. That fugitive, that vagabond, is Edom. That's why he goes through throughout history and erases everyone else's and puts his face in the place of it, just like the 300. Those are actually Negroes. Everything that's great, everything that's accomplished, they stole and made it their own. Yahweh Shem Yahshai forbid, but if so, if we were here 50 years, bruh, LeBron will be white, Jordan will be white, Magic Johnson will be white, you know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali will be white. Everybody would be so-called Edomites, because that's what they do. They have before Alexander the Great, they have no history. None. They were in caves. We had to teach them how to walk upright. Okay? Teach them to bathe. All right? But that's the wicked. That's the fugitive on the planet Earth right now. And they will be eradicated. Okay? They got to pay for what they did. All right? With that, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Double honors to the apostle, and that was a great millstone. Peace and blessing to you. I can push in the truth. Shalom.